Last Sunday, Tua and the Dolphins gave some of the doubters a little bit of a wake-up call themselves with an impressive 20-7 win over my New England Patriots. But today, I'm going to show you how the connection between Tua and Tyreek looked and why Mike McDaniel and his offense is going to present some tough challenges for this Ravens defense come this Sunday. Let's get straight to the film.
All right.
Right here, you're going to see Tyreek Hill up top. Jalen Waddle is down the bottom. But why have that speed separate? Let's bring the speed together and put some pressure on the defense. Both of them are going to run deep out routes, but watch the way these DBs, even McCourty back here, he's feeling the heat between the speed of these guys. You're going to see Tyreek Hill right here. He's going to get all the way up on Jonathan Jones's toes and force him to open up and run. This guy's a 4-2 guy as well. He can run, but he still is able to turn him around, make the catch for a big first down right there. That's the speed, and that's the challenge of it. Right here is where you really get into it. The motions, everything going on, all of these arrows coming around. For Matthew Judon right now, hey, is it a handoff? Is he coming around to get the ball? Do I go after Tua? But it's cover three. I have flat responsibilities. I have to make sure I have this guy. For him, I have to pay attention to Tua's eyes. He's looking right here. I got to get outside. That opens up the window for a Tyreek Hill completion on 2nd and 9 while they're in this cover three. Tua sees it, takes him off of here, is able to hit Tyreek right there in the middle of the defense before Jalen Mills can get to him. And you know what? That's another Dolphins first down.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next play. Right here, you're going to see Tyreek Hill speed right here. Let's give him a little bit of the same thing. Let's put these speed guys, let's bring him in motion. So much going on, so many arrows. But this play right here, this isn't Tua. I mean, this play right here, this is what you call the superstar effect. He's under pressure, he's not sure what to do, and he really makes a bad decision here. But when you have a guy like Tyreek Hill, sometimes you just say, you know what? I'm going to throw the ball in his direction and just see what he can do. The one thing I know he won't do is let the ball get intercepted. You know what he does? Snags it with one hand. Look at this right here. Give me that!
Oh, man.
And I put it on here because McCourty made the tackle. The old guy still can tackle a little bit right here. This probably is one of my favorite plays because it's Cedric Wilson up here, River Crackraft, Durham Smythe right here, Trent Sherfield right here. These aren't the guys that are supposed to be making the plays for them. But look at all of this going on. You have right here, you're going to have the missile motion. You're going to have the running back mesh right here. Look at these guys. They don't know where to look. Is it a running play? Is it a pass play? Everybody has their eyes in the backfield. And Durham Smythe right here is going to come up wide open. Look at those guys.
Yeah.
That's the turn and running and trying to find the guy, but it's too late, and Tua, with the anticipation, sees it, is able to get the ball to his tight end right here, Smythe. And this isn't all Tua. This is a great play design. Oh, good tackle, McCourty. There you go. It's not a fumble.
Jason Durham Smythe, big Good Morning Football fan.
I love that.
Love the show. Love you, Durham.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Now, let's get the guys back in the game. Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson. Let's get these guys back in the game. And right now, hey, you put them in a stack. See right there, that's a communication. You want to make these guys, stack them together and make somebody back off the line of scrimmage to create space. Now Miles Bryant is taking the guy off the ball, and Jalen Mills is going to have Jalen Waddle, who is on the ball. Jalen. Too many J's right here. And watch the eyes of these two guys. Tyreek Hill, the superstar effect. They're watching Tyreek Hill, which leaves the window open. He's supposed to be his help, and he's supposed to be his help. But as a middle of the field safety, you like that
tackle.
One shot to find the angle. You have one shot to find the angle, because if you miss it, the guy is banging his head on the goalpost. And right there, Jalen Waddle catches the ball, takes it 40 yards, and you guys know what he did when he got in the end zone.
Waddle.
And that is the Miami Dolphins offense under Mike McDaniel, the challenges that they will give the Baltimore Ravens this week. Guys, what do you think? Can they do it?
Yeah, look, I think they're going to give the Ravens fits, and a lot of that stuff is the before pre-snap motion, what they do in that. The running game, which I thought McDaniel was going to be, I don't think Mostert had a big day. I don't think Edmonds had a Can they incorporate the running game, or is that just because the Patriots have such a good rushing defense?
I think they will. And I think sometimes you always say, hey, we're going to start with the run to open it up for the pass. But sometimes when you're hitting Tyreek Hill and you're hitting Jalen Waddle, now that defense says, hey, you know what? We're concerned. The linebackers start backing off in their zones, and that sometimes opens up the run for Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert.
I want to circle back to that pre-snap motion. It felt like every play you were showing, you had a wide receiver come from one side of the field to the other. Is that going to become Mike McDaniel's signature? And why does that play into Tua's strengths?
It just plays into the offensive strengths
Okay.
because now there's so much going on. Not only is there missile motion, but now the running back's going this way. A guard is pulling. After the snap, the tight end is going from one side to the other side, what they call a sift block in a sense. So now you have to pay attention to so many things, and you still have to forget about or remember that Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle is lined up on the outside.
Got to have really smart guys to be able to do that, I would say.
Indeed.
Due respect to the Dolphins, I'm going to take this opportunity. The Patriots defense you just showed, they're playing the Steelers this weekend. How concerned are you about the Pats defense?
I'm not as concerned because I don't think the Steelers offense is doing a lot. They're keeping it simple. Najee Harris is a little banged up, but they're not asking Trubisky to do a lot. Their offense is extremely simple. I think this actually creates an opportunity for that Dolphins defense, the Patriots defense to go out there and put on a good performance. Dolphins only scored 13 points versus them, but they kept the ball moving. Patriots can step up this week, may get a win in Pittsburgh.
That's